Hi and welcome to Inside Line. Now this week we've got plenty in the way of controversy, kicking off with the Formula One Grand Prix. It was fantastic to see Mark Webber smash the opposition to win the famous Monaco Grand Prix, in the process taking the lead in the 2010 F1 Championship. But before the race got going, Webber gave a lap of the track as part of the Red Bull Racing Simulator. Now, eager eyes would have noticed that the Monte Carlo track had a controversial modification in computer-generated form. Marlboro signs splashed all over the place. Now, Richard, it seems Big Tobacco is getting smarter and perhaps cheekier at getting around the advertising bans.
Yeah, I mean, this is really incredible. I mean, the spirit of the law is that you're not allowed to advertise during an event, and they're using, obviously, every trick in the book to get around it. I mean, I guess on one hand they're saying they're paying a hell of a lot of money to be involved and they want their return, but rules are rules, I would have thought.
You'd think so. I mean, there's an exemption there for incidental sports coverage, but as you say, this isn't in the actual event. It's pre-event or some other time,
no,
so it's sort of a grey area.
Oh, it's. I don't think it's grey at all. I think it's pre-planned and they've done it deliberately, and it's a means of getting around the rules.
So should they tighten the laws?
Oh, definitely. I think so. I mean, it's. You can't argue that just because it's simulated, it's not advertising cigarettes.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, still overseas, and Richard, you've spotted a rather disturbing trend when it comes to fraudulent insurance claims in the United States. What's going on?
Well, it seems that the amount of people that are crashing cars just for the insurance claim is rising. It's up about 46% in the last 2 years. So basically, people are either crashing into each other on purpose or crashing into innocent bystanders and claiming the insurance.
So what are we talking, like one or two people? What's going on?
Oh, there can be up to 6 or 10 people involved in the various cars.
So you're talking organised gangs?
Yeah, and basically what they do is 2 cars have a crash with just the driver in each car, and then they unload about 6 to 10 passengers who get in the seat and pretend that they've been hurt in the accident.
What, and all claim they need money to help fix their
That's right, and the bill can run to about over US $100,000, so it's not small fry.
Big business. I'll tell you, with that sort of organisation, they should start their own company. They could make millions.
That's right.
Brilliant. Now on to some fresh metal. And this week, Toyota launched a car it describes as the thoroughly un-Toyota Rukus. Now, Richard, does this mean the Rukus will break down and make women go weak at the knees?
I don't know that any Toyota will do that, but yeah, I mean, it's an interesting. It's again, Toyota have realised that they can't just sell on quality and dependability and reliability. That they need that X factor that the Mazdas of this world have. So this is their attempt to sort of attract a funkier group. But they've tried this before. Yeah, they've tried it before. It hasn't worked.
Yeah,
so.
well, I mean, it's an interesting principle, isn't it? Because Toyota has built its reputation on, as you say, reliability. These days, people expect the reliability, so you've got to get to something else. And particularly that younger generation, they think differently, as you would know. That's
right, and this isn't a traditional car either. I mean, it's very boxy looking, it's very quirky and different, and it's going to be interesting to see if that works. We've had the Kia Soul come out, and that hasn't really taken off, so it'll be interesting to see if Toyota can succeed where Kia perhaps has failed.
Well, the big thing's price, and I'm not convinced. It's going to be about $30,000 on the road, and I'm not convinced that's exactly what it needs to be for the younger generation, the under-20s, for example, who may need to save a little bit more.
Gen Y must be richer than it was when I was a kid.
Yeah, indeed. Well, that's it for Inside Line this week. Thanks for joining us, and make sure you stay tuned to Drive.com.au for all the latest motoring news and reviews. We'll catch you next time.